we're going to get going because we have a packed day today. I'm going to add my spotlight. We're going to add Hope Simon. Yeah. Virtual hug to Hope. Is that the hug?
Hello to Hope, says Megan. Megan says hello to everybody.
Hey.
Hi, David.
Oh, this is great. Okay, so I have to say I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I put it out there. I put it out there to say, um, who would like to do? Okay, are we recording here? I don't see. Oh yeah, it's recording. They redid Zoom, so there's a few new things here that, and they're in different spots. But I've been wanting to do this for a while, and we sent it out. We for those who sent in their pictures and resumes, we had a bunch. We had to narrow it down to 8 people. Some people had done it before, so they already. But we have talent here today. We have models, we have actors, we have singers, we have entertainers. So we have 8 interviews. They're about 10 to 15 minutes each. And we're going to be starting pretty much right now. And we'll be going till about 1 o'clock. So we have for the first interview of the day an actress who I've known for a long time now, and she'll probably remind me how long it's been, but she's an incredible actress. She was one of the actresses in the wonderful HBO show Feud. The wonderful Miss Tina Green.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, how are you, Tina?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've been wanting to have you on the show for a while as a focus, and I'm so glad you're here.
Well, I'm glad to be here too.
So tell me, what was it like to be on Feud?
Well, it was a lot of fun. I worked with Susan Sarandon.
And you played your daughter, right?
Yes, I played her adopted daughter.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, how did you get that? How did you get that job?
I had an audition down in LA,
Mm-hmm.
and a few hours later, they called me back and let me know that I got the part.
I love that. I love that. And to be on, God, to be, and who else was in that? Jessica Lange?
Yes.
My God. Now there you go. I mean, look at those 3 actresses: Susan Sarandon, uh, Tina Green, and Jessica Lange. What more can you ask for a show? So, uh, if you had to say something, what are you most proud of about in your life?
I am most proud of all of the things I did in my acting career. Like, I did a bunch of shows, music videos. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And your mom is so supportive.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a wonderful, wonderful lady. And you're both wonderful. It sort of feels, and I say this, um, it feels like an extended family, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, yeah. Um, how long have, do you remember how long we've known each other now?
I think for 7, 8 years.
I think so. I think so. I lose track of time, especially with that COVID thing we had to go through. But yeah. What is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream is to live independently and get married and raise a family.
I love that. I'll be Uncle David. I love being uncle here and there, but yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have one more question for you. You know, I could talk and talk with you, and I can't wait to see you in more of your work. And if again, if anybody hasn't seen Feud yet, watch it. And I'm trying to think the producer of that. Who was the producer of that? He's done
The producer was Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy. Okay, I forget. I don't know what's happening at the age of 60, but Ryan Murphy is like, as you can see, I'm going through stuff back here. Ryan Murphy is one of my favorite producers, and I can't remember his name sometimes, but I can't remember my own name. But he, what, American Horror Story, Feud, so many things. I bet that was a blast working on his show. But yes,
Yeah.
everybody check out that. Just to wrap the interview up today, what do you want the most? Well, you know what? I usually say that too. Well, here's a combination thing. What do you want the most at this moment in your life? And um, what is the biggest challenge that you have overcome in your life?
The biggest challenge I've overcome in my life would have to be making friends, because with my disability, it's been hard for me to make friends.
Really? Why do
Yeah,
you say that? Why do you think it's hard to make friends?
because of my disability.
Yeah. Yeah. But do you feel that over the last several years you've made more friends?
Yes, I have.
And what do you feel is what do you feel how did that change? How did you become to make more friends?
Um, I'm not really sure.
It just happened, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe you feel like you changed or the people outside changed or they're just a connection?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to call you my friend, my dear, and I look forward to seeing you for our annual brunch.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you too.
Yeah, and
Hey,
please send your mom love.
Oh, I sure will.
Yeah.
David.
Y-
Hey,
Uh,
David.
yeah, is that Brian?
Yeah. I'd like to say, first of all, I'd like to say hi, Tina. I'll be
Oh, is
missing
that?
Hi,
you from Burnout
Brian.
Players.
Oh,
I'll be
you're
missing you
both
from
in
Burnout
board Zach
Players.
Players.
Yeah. Let's say hi, Tina. We
Yeah,
miss you.
I miss you guys too.
Well, you know, Brian, while you're on here, if you know, if you do you have a question of Tina, maybe?
Yeah. How long have you been? How long have you been? How long have you? What's your next project, Tina? What's your next major project?
Um, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, that's, you know, that's what's exciting about it because at any minute you might get the phone might ring and say, Tina, you're booked. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. That was wonderful. And Tina, thank you. And we'll see each other soon.
Sounds good.
Okay. I love this. This is exciting. This is first for me to do 8 different interviews in a 2-hour session. Usually we get, a full interview here or there, but this is fun. And one or two, we've had one of the upcoming interviews before for a full interview, but I'm glad he's back, Zach, but that will be coming up. We see now Tricia's on. Tricia, thank you for being here today. And I love your fingernails. I've got to get mine next time you do yours. Well, we have next on the list. This man, I sent it out to our group, and right away he sent me his picture, his resume, and he says, "I want to be on Meet the Biz." He's a wonderful actor. You probably noticed him before in many projects. And Mr. Connor Long, are you there? There he is. Let's see. I'm going to add you to it. I'm going to ask you to start video. There we go. Ask to start video. Connor Long.
Hey.
Ta-da! How are you?
Good.
Yeah. Now, where?
And also to add into this pitch, as you all know, tomorrow is my birthday. July 18th, I will be turning 30.
Happy
30?
Yes.
birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday. Let's all, I'm going to we'll do a little
Happy birthday.
birthday dance here. Let's see where.
Yeah.
This is great.
Happy birthday.
Oh, everybody's saying happy birthday up there. I'm trying, they've changed this thing on on Zoom. I've got to explore it next time. So Connor, what made you want to do Meet the Biz?
Ooh, well, because of the resume that was given to you, I guess that would be the perfect answer that I can give.
Yeah. Well, you're quite a talent, I have to say, and not when you emailed me, I was even more saying Connor Long wants to do a Meet the Biz. I love it. So we're very excited to have you on here today, Connor.
Of course.
And where do you reside in the United States?
Oh, I reside in Colorado, Louisville, in the Boulder County area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. I've been to Colorado several times. I went to Breckenridge. Have you ever been to Breckenridge?
Yes, I have.
Do you
For a ski lesson?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you skied. How cool is that? I love to ski. I haven't skied in a long time. I went to Breckenridge for the Breckenridge Film Festival, and I've been there like 3 times, I think, for 3 different films.
That's cool.
So Connor, what is one of, I mean, you have a resume. You look Connor up online, and I mean, you could see his trailer of some of the work he's done, and it's incredible. I had a question too about one of your jobs that you did, Blood and Gold. Is that true, Blood and Gold?
Yes, I did this English dub voiceover for the film, even though someone already portrayed a role in that film. So yeah.
Now, how was doing that for doing a voiceover for someone?
Yeah, voiceovers for a project would be something awesome, because it's this incredible gig for me to get a chance to do something that I love and more, and that's acting.
I love that. I love that. Now, did you grow up in Colorado, or?
And I guess I might say I did, but I was born and raised in Maryland.
Oh, wow. Maryland. How cool. Do you miss Maryland, or are you?
Yes, I did miss Maryland, and I'm always a fan of the Baltimore Ravens football team.
Oh, how cool. Very cool. So what is one of your biggest joys in life?
Biggest joys, my parents.
Oh.
I gotta go with that because they bring joy into my life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love that you said that because it really hits home. Right now I'm living with my mom who just turned 98.
Oh,
And so I agree. I'm there with you. I'm
all
there,
right.
there with you with my mama. My dad too. My dad is in a different place, but I still love and think about him all the time. Um, what do you want to give back to the world?
Well, let's see. Well, I'm all about. Well, first of all, I'm an advocate, and I advocate for lots of people. Perhaps I might do something with the world, because all those people out there, they need someone to advocate for them. So I think I should do that somehow.
Yeah, yeah. And you have such a energy about you. I feel like I've met you before. Uh,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I have, but just talking to you here, your energy is so, let's just say I wish you were running for president. because
That or
because you have
for
s-
mayor.
what?
That or the position of mayor. Either one of those roles might be well.
Okay, I'm ready to vote for you right now. I tell you, because you have this energy about you. I'm just like taking you in, and you make me feel you have a calmness. You bring a calmness to me. There's a lot of love that you exude, and I see that goes into your acting as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. What is it? What is it about acting? Why? What is it about acting that you love so much?
Ooh, okay. So I got involved in this Dreams video project where I was very, very, very young. And because of what I said about me becoming an actor, that somehow clicked and I got involved with some multiple film projects.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Do you have anything on the horizon?
Horizon. Well, there are many films that comes to mind that I starred in. One was a German film directed by Sir Lotfi. She directed that film. The other was called Learning to Drive, directed by Arizona's own Robert B. Stevens. And another film directed by Nelson Livingston called Children of Change, and I appeared in that film as well. These are short films that I appeared in.
Right. Right. And you have an agent in or a manager in Colorado?
In California, actually. Katie McGraw.
Oh, there you go. So for those saying I want to cast him in my film,
McGrath. Yeah, Katie McGrath.
Yeah, Katie, she's wonderful. So if they need to reach out to cast you, let's say we want him, we won't even audition him because we've seen his reel. We just reach out to Katie, correct?
Yes, Katie McGrath.
Now and oh yeah,
sorry, don't be confused with the actress Katie McGrath because there's two Katie McGraths out there.
isn't it crazy? I'm David Zimmerman, and there's more than one David Zimmerman. In fact, I used to live in the Haight-Ashbury.
Oh,
And I lived there going to college. When I moved out, and this was like 5 people living in this house. When I moved out, guess who moved into my room?
ooh.
David Zimmerman. Another David Zimmerman who didn't look like anything like me. He was completely bald, which I'm on my way. But the thing is, I got his mail and his credit.
That's kind of weird because I was said my dad was bald.
Wasn't mine too. Maybe they were in the same bald community, which I'm going to be joining very soon. So, one more question. Yeah, I could keep on talking to you for a while, and I hope you come and visit with your family or just, to California again soon because you're really wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah.
I
Uh,
have a question.
oh, somebody has a question. Who's that?
Hey,
Come on
Ken.
in.
Hi, Connor.
Wait. Who
I'm
had that
friend with
question?
you.
Wait, hold on. Who's talking? Who has the question?
Ken.
Ken. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on, Ken. I'm trying to locate you. What? It's so crazy. This new Zoom thing doesn't work the way it used to. Wave your hand, Ken. Oh, there you are. There's Ken. Okay, Ken. What
Connor,
question do you have of Connor?
we are friends in Facebook. I always like you. What you doing? Very, very positive energy, and you surrounded by very good family. And I know that I used to participate competing in Paralympic swimming, but I never won over there because when I started, I was already over 40. I didn't win, but I have polio level. But the thing is, the regarding on this entertainment, I still struggling to get paid. So this is what you want to give me some advice. I'm a painter as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
What advice do you have to give to Ken?
my advice, well, I too am a swimmer, and I've been swimming in Portugal. I guess this was back in 2022,
Wow.
and my advice is go far because you've got quite a future that's ahead of you.
I
Yeah,
love that.
I give up competing over there because my doctor told me my shoulder got problem. But I want to pursue as the acting and modeling for disabled,
It's
of
good.
course, painting. These art industry are very tough. I know that.
But
But I don't want to give up. You know what I mean?
and you shouldn't, right? Right, Connor?
Yeah,
She should
you
not.
give up because if you want to do acting, then remember the key is when it comes to auditioning, auditioning for film projects, just be excited. Don't be nervous. You got this.
I love that. I love that. Good question, Ken. Thank you. Connor, thank you so much for being on Meet the Viz.
Of course.
It has been a joy and pleasure. And we're here every Wednesday. So if you want to just come on in, we do classes, we do interviews, we do this or that. Come on in, join us as part of the family because you're now part of the family.
All right, awesome.
Thank you, Connor.
Of course.
Okay, this is fun.
Yeah.
Isn't this fun? I haven't done the boom, boom, boom 8 interviews in 2. So, I need thank God I have my tea, my green tea here. I see that
Don't forget your coffee.
my coffee, no coffee today. I have if I have more than 2 coffees a week, I get bad acid reflux. So
Oh
today,
no.
yeah, so now I just have my green tea. uh, this is great. Okay, let's see who's next on the list. God, we've had Tina Green from Feud. We've had Connor Long from Blood and Gold. And you know who we're gonna have next? And she emailed me again. A lot. Some people just said, you know what? I'm gonna send this in. I'm gonna do it. And and I had a call get her and you probably all know her. She's I believe new to PASW. We'll find out more to her. NILASHA.
Hi,
Hi. How are you? Where are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm in Manchester, UK.
I love it. So how long are you there for?
I'm there till the Sunday, and then I fly back on Monday.
Oh my God. So you're having a good trip?
Yes, I am.
What, if I may ask, what brought you to the UK?
Well, to see different places, to see my mom's friend and my mom's relatives.
Oh, I love it. Well, say hi to your mom and your relatives for us.
Okay.
So what is it? What about being an actress? Why did you want to become an actress?
Well, it is my dream to become an actress and singer since I was a kid. This is what I've always wanted to do as a child, since childhood.
Okay.
Right. And now you have an agent or a manager?
No, I don't have it.
Okay. Okay. Well, and now you're with Born to Act Players, is that correct?
Yes, I am. I'm with Born Act Players.
Oh my gosh. Now, are you with Performing Arts Studio West yet?
No, I'm with just Born Act Players.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is good to know. I mean, the Born to Act's been around so many years, and
Wow.
so has Performing Arts Studio West. There, it's sort of again the family of, the circle is so connected in so many ways. Performing Arts Studio West, Born to Act Players, Inclusion Films. What is one of your what would I would say? What has been one of your biggest challenges to overcome in your life?
Well, my biggest challenge to overcome is being a South Asian woman.
Really? And why has that been a challenge?
Because I might not be able to get that much roles because it can be my biggest challenge.
Right. Right. But can you see a way out of that? Can you see how you would change that challenge or get through that challenge?
I'll keep going and never give up.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Now, have you done something, whether it's acting or singing or dancing, that you were most proud of?
Well, I've been doing acting and singing and some dancing.
Hmm. I love it. I love it. Do you have a favorite song?
Well, I like Perfect and others. I like Perfect by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. One thing that I have to say is you are stunningly gorgeous.
Thank you.
Of course, and I could see you being cast in many things. Do you know how many languages do you know?
I only know 2.
Well, that's more than enough. I know one in a quarter here and one in a 10% here. I know a little, like sign language. I know a little of that. As we all know what that is, right? Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
I know. It's one of my favorite words. And the thing is, if I learned one word a day, we can all start with that. One word a day. And Megan Clancy, who's coming up a little later, is an extremely wonderful actress. She's been in so many things. We've got to get you on, Megan, to do a class on sign language. We've been talking about that. So we're going to figure a date out. In fact, maybe today. And then
Yes, for sure, says Megan.
yay! So we're gonna have a sign language class. For you, NILASHA, right?
NILASHA.
NILASHA. Okay. Yeah. How do you say your full name?
NILASHA KURUKULASURIYA.
It's just like NILASHA. Gorgeous name. So what? I'm trying to think. What is it about? Oh, the language. That's what it is. Can you tell I was searching for what I was thinking about here? What is it with your, English, and what else do you know?
Sinhalese.
Sinhalese? Now where is that from?
It is from Sri Lanka, the Sri Lankan language from Sri Lanka.
Can you teach us today how to say I love you in that language?
Oya adare, oyata.
Say that again.
Oya adare, oyata.
Oya adare, oyata.
Oh, I love that. Everybody, repeat that after NILASHA.
Oya adare, oyata.
And that's
What?
Yeah.
After referee
I
Lisa.
love it. Thank you
It's
for that.
Peggy.
So, the one last question I have for you today is, what do you want the most at this moment in your life?
Well, I want to do more acting and singing.
Yeah, yeah. And I love that. Is there a certain role, a type of role that you'd like to play, or
I would like to play different roles.
Yeah.
Regardless of age, accents, and everything. I would like to do different roles.
right, right? Say something else that we wouldn't know in your other language. What and the name of the other language again is?
Sinhala.
Okay. Say something to us and then tell us what you just said.
Okay.
And say it as, let's say you're on the stage, you're receiving your Academy Award.
Okay. Estudi mage amai tatai mentor wage akai cousin wage thank karana mage acting teacher Mary David.
Aww.
Oh, that's gorgeous. And what is the translation of that?
Just say
I'm
it.
saying I would like to thank my mom, dad, sister, cousins, teachers,
That's
and
gorgeous.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. And thank you for being here. I mean, you're all the way, you're taking your time out from your busy schedule in London. So we are greatly appreciative of that.
Thank you.
And next time your suitcase is going to be a little heavier because I'm going to be in it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Have fun.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So this is fun, isn't it? Now I know I'm getting some messages before we start off in a minute or two. We're getting messages. Yes, Michelle K, we will do an interview with you one of these days, okay? Well, I'm glad you're now part of Performing Arts Studio West. And we'll do some classes, we'll do acting and this and that. So we'll try to get you into an interview one way or the other, whether it's online, whether it's in front of the class or this or that. Now, this next wonderful man, this is one actor that, and I'm going to have you back up. This is Travis. I'm going to have you back up a little so we can see you. I know it's like sideways here, but that's okay. That's we could work it that way. I'm looking before he comes on here. What this man did was amazing because last week I said, hey, whoever wants to do it, send your picture and resume. He followed up and followed up and followed up. And I hardly know about this wonderful human being, but we're lucky to have him here today. Mr. Travis Shane. Travis Shane, hello, how are you? Can you hear us?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, wonderful. I could see that it's a little blurry. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's it. And
Better?
better, but can you sit up a little? There. Oh, that ta-da! There he is. How are you, my friend?
Good. Sorry I was 4 minutes late. That was my bad.
We didn't know you're not late at all. We were 4 minutes late. So Travis, you just started at Performing Arts Studio West, is that correct?
Yes, I started on June 17th.
I love it. Now, what brought you there? What made you say, I want to go to Performing Arts Studio West?
So I was taking acting classes, voice production to the stage at FMC College,
Really?
and we had a substitute before April break, and he was very knowledgeable about Juilliard and everything. So I told him about my two experience with auditions that I've had at Universal and Disney.
Yes. Oh,
Advice on looking for audition for people that are visually impaired.
okay.
When I look for adapted disability performer, the performance studio came up on that list,
Right.
and then I got in contact with John,
Right.
and I came for a day and did a shadow.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well, well, I know we're excited to have you as a part of the family. Very excited. And the question I have too is, so you've studied acting before, you said.
Yep.
Do you
That's them.
now? Do you have a
Ooh.
monologue that you know, or is there a certain line that you've done before in a show or something?
I had to do a monologue in class, but I don't remember it completely off the top of my head at the moment. 'Cause it's been a
That's
little.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't remember the monologue I did yesterday either. So I look forward to seeing you act very soon.
yeah, I love acting. I love singing, dancing. Um, I was introduced model. I was sorry about that. My voice overlapping. When I was doing an online class for barbers on Sacramento, and they charged me $1,200.
Oh, yeah. That, I'm glad you brought that up, Travis, because you got to really, and this is for everybody, you got to really be careful out there, because there are certain places say, hey, come with me. You'll get headshots and this and that. Just pay me,
Yeah,
$1,200 or something.
yeah.
How did you realize that that was not a good thing?
When I called them and told them I was at a place called Wayfinding Family Services, was an independent program,
Right.
and it was interfering with me with dinner time, and me have to cook sometimes and stay on campus.
Yeah.
So I called them. I'm like, hey, can I put my account on hold? Because they said in the beginning, oh, you pay your $600 for your deposit, and then a $600 for your spot.
Yeah.
You can put it on hold if need be. And they're like, oh, you still owe us $800 more dollars.
Ah!
Yeah,
And have they done anything for you?
they gave me some acting classes. They talked about how to model, but not like literally any idea like how to go like about the modeling teacher gave us a website, like a Twitter or Instagram link to go to,
Yeah.
and I went to it and it wasn't exactly what it was supposed to be.
Oh, wow. And so how long were you with them?
From I say 2021, like the mid of 2021 into 2022.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're in a great place now that really focuses on the craft of
Yeah,
acting. We do, in fact, right after you, we have this stunning model who most of us all know, and if you don't know her, you probably have seen her on a magazine cover or something. So she's coming up next, Natalie Oden. But what is one of your biggest dreams in life, Travis?
um, being movie, being, putting out music, dancing, show stuff, modeling.
Right. And what are you the most proud of that you've done in your life so far?
I'm proud of, I have, my genetic disability, but my visually impairment. A lot of people have like doubted me about doing things, and when I do it, they first they have this like, oh, how's he gonna do this? And then when I do it, they have like a dumb like, okay, like we should never, doubted him, because I don't look at my disability as something that holds me back. I look at it as a challenge and a wall to overcome, and I just do what I want to do.
I love it.
Like, I really don't let it like stand in my way of going to do what I do.
Well, and I could tell that by your persistence to say, "Hey, I want to be interviewed. I want to be on Meet the Biz," and your persistence got you there, and I feel that is what's going to get you to that next level and the level above that, and wherever you're going from there. Because I really think, I mean, out there we get auditions for so many different types of characters, this and that, whether they have a visual impairment or not. You could play many different roles, and I could.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and I love your positivity, and I so look forward to working with you in the acting class, and whether it's me or seeing you in a show, whether it's Performing Arts Studio West or a TV episodic, because as you probably know, we have later on in the in this 2 hours, we have somebody who's been on a TV show for 5 years.
Oh wow.
I know, Mr. Luke Zimmerman. So a great last name, thank you. But and I know you'll be connecting with him too, because he's part of Performing Arts Studio West. I'm gonna one thing that I forgot with NILASHA is to have one person ask a question. So I'm gonna have somebody here. I see.
Can I throw one more thing out real quick?
Oh, of course.
I also like doing sport too. So like I want to be a performer, a firefighter, a mechanic, and a sport person.
Did you say a firefighter?
Yep.
I love that.
So I got a lot, but I'm taking like one thing at a time to do. And then I do I've done like competition level at Angel City Sports when they have their big event every summer.
Right.
So yeah.
God, you just you give inspiration to me to keep myself going, because I think we all of us go through that time. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not doing enough, or I'm not moving forward, or how can I do it? But just hearing, like the big hugs and love that we all got from Connor earlier, you have this energy of this drive, So
yeah. Well, I'm a wolf Leo, so that's never hang. I don't know the word quit. I don't give up. I'm like a warrior, so that vocabulary is not in my word.
I love that. I love that. Well, I know that Mark Wells had a question for you, so I'm going to bring on Mark Wells to ask a question of Travis.
You said you're gonna do competition, right?
Yep.
I'm also in a competition too for 30 years. I'm a Special Olympics athlete from Special Olympics.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be bowling this coming Saturday at Tustin. So
yeah, I've done that. I did that like 2 summers ago.
Oh, bowling?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, you guys will have to connect at Performing Arts Studio West.
Yeah, I don't do like bowling right now because I work on the weekend. So some of my weekend stuff is like on hold right now because of, work.
Right. Right. Well, wonderful. Did you have a certain question, Mark, or were you just mostly bringing up that?
Yeah. Are you gonna do roles in the near future?
That's the plan eventually, hopefully.
Because I'm thinking about asking Carmel if Carmel could let me have because I'm gonna make my my auditions debut pretty soon in the near future. So
That'd be great. Well, yeah, Carmel's the one, and she's getting people, submitting people right now. Where we had 8 auditions, 8 or 6 to 8 auditions the last couple of days for this one role, and boy, blew it out of the water. And I'm gonna have to mention that to you again, Mr. Zimmerman, when we talk. Just wow, prepared, memorized, boom, boom, boom. So I could see, I mean, everybody in this group here is again very talented, but to see Mark, I could see you doing work. Travis, with your get up and go, it's great. Thank you, Mark, for that question.
Thank you.
Gracias.
De nada.
De nada. So just to wrap up our little segment, Travis, your little segment.
Yes, sir.
Oh gosh, what is something about you that nobody knows, but you'd like to share, but you haven't shared? Only if you want to share it. And it could be a talent of yours. It could be something special about you, something wonderful.
I'm a leader, but I can be a follower when I have to. I'm a team player. I'm outgoing. If someone having a bad day, I know how to like kind of bring them out of it. Just like, hey, I'm here. I'm not gonna put her pride. You want to talk about it? Cool. If not, I am kind of an empath. I can tell if a room's good or not, the vibe good or not.
Yeah.
That's basically a wrap in a peanut gallery right there.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's again very, some people say the word inspiration is a bad word. I think inspiration is inspiration and wonderful, and everybody can have an inspirational moment, inspirational life, and you exude inspiration and let others take it in and light their own fires. So thank you.
And I think you're getting one question, sir.
Yes.
What do
We're
I
all
want?
unique.
Oh, I think did someone else say something real quick?
Oh, no. Hey, what was the question, Travis?
Is there anything that I would like to give back?
Yes. Is there?
Yes, I would give back saying, there's nothing you can't do, and if you put your mind to it, it doesn't matter if you have a disability or not, if you're visually impaired or not. You can, if you got the drive to go out and get it, and go for it, then go get it.
Go get it. Thank you, Travis. I'm so glad you persisted, and you were the teacher today. Everybody's the see. I'm quote a teacher, but I am also a student. We all learn from each other. Teachers, students. We're all teachers. We're all students of life.
And the one good thing, everyone tell me, "Oh, you know everything, Trav," and I tell them, "I don't know everything.
Yeah.
I might know something, but I always learn something new every day."
Isn't that the great way to live? Isn't it?
Yep.
Well, thank you, Travis. I look forward to meeting you in person.
You got it.
Thank you. Travis Shane. I'm saying the name because I could see it on a billboard. You know what I mean? I have to say I love these interviews, these like 15-minute interviews. I think, at first I was saying, okay, I'll do one of these and see how it goes. I'm really having a blast, and I think we're all enjoying this today.
Yeah, I do.
I know,
You
right?
should do it more often, David.
Oh my God. Well, I'm gonna bring on the next one here. We have people who are just beginning in the industry. We have people who have done feature films like the wonderful Peanut Butter Falcon, and which we will round off our interviews with that. So we have the one and only ZACK GOTTSAGEN here. But we're gonna go now to modeling. modeling. We were talking before earlier, and this woman I met, I don't know, again, I forget where we actually met, but I'm so glad that we met because she is a extremely gorgeous model. She is a thrilling actress, Natalie Oden.
Hey,
Hey.
and where we met was like an old place you were living in, I think with the family, if you remember.
With was it Angela's place?
I don't know who it was. I just know you were living with other people at the time.
That was Angela Rockwood.
Oh, okay then.
Isn't that great? Wow, that goes back.
I think it was 2017, I believe.
I think yes. Oh my God. I'm so glad. You know, it's interesting how people come together in our lives. Sometimes we're so focused about going this way, but if we allow ourselves to open up, we are able to meet other people and extend our extended family.
Right.
So, yeah. I love it. I love it. So, modeling. Why modeling?
Well, it kind of started off as just as a favor for my mom's friend's nephew who was a photographer from Mexico.
Right.
And, like, they just needed someone to model because I think he was like practicing or something. But like, so my mom asked me, "Hey, do you want to do this favor?" I'm like, "Sure." I didn't think too much of it. I didn't think I was gonna. It wasn't something what I thought of wanting to do. But then after when I saw the photos, I'm like, okay, you know what? I think this is exactly what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And where do you see yourself in the next, you know how people say, okay, in 5 years I'm gonna be, this is where I want to be. Where would you like to be in 5 years from now?
I'm hoping to have like a very successful career in acting and modeling.
Nice, nice. Now, what about acting? Of course, I started off with the modeling. What about acting?
Well, with acting, I think it's just something I've always had a passion for since I was a kid. The moment I just started watching like movies and TV shows, like I've always just been fascinated with what I've been seeing on screen, like the stories being told, the performances, and I think it also helped with my dad's interest in watching old movies. Like he would have me watch the movies he would watch when he was younger, or some old classics, and I think that's just where my love for acting just grew.
Right, right. And by the way, I loved your dad. He was an amazing man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I send my love and my thoughts to you about that.
And my love goes to you with your dad too.
Thank you. Thank you. I know both of our dads are probably looking down and having tea or a glass of something and saying, "Hey, that's my daughter. That's my son." So what is something that you're most proud of in your life that you have accomplished?
Well, I think there's a lot of moments that I'm really proud of how I've come so far, just starting off to where I am now. But I think the biggest one I'm really proud of is when I won an award in Dubai.
In Dubai?
Yes.
Now, did you fly out there and get it?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God, tell us about this experience.
Well, like it was from someone that I've done with modeling with, and she invited me over to come to Dubai because like people were just inspired of me with autism, just doing modeling, and like they say, "Hey, you won an award for most inspirational person," and like they say, "Come over to Dubai." So like that's how it happened. I just went to Dubai for the award.
How long were you there?
For 2 to 3 days.
Oh wow! How long does it take to fly there?
The whole day.
I was, in my estimation, it's like I was there for 2 to 3 days, but it took 2 to 3 days to fly there. Wow. Wow, that's I love that. God, to get an award from Dubai. Now, you mentioned autistic, um, has that helped or hindered, or how do you get through with society's the way quote some people in society see?
I would say it has both its cons and its pros. Like obviously with the cons, it's obviously like I think any struggle with any autistic person will have. Like for me, like there are some things like I'm like left developed on, like I can't really drive. I'm not very good with math, like those type of things. But I would say with the pros, at least when it comes to like being in with the entertainment industry, they're willing to give a chance for someone like me to have, in my personal opinion, because I think if it wasn't without being autistic, I think I would have just been, you know, any typical actress looking to get it, and it would have been a way bigger competition. But I think for me, you know, when people hear about, and even along with my story, I think people are like, you know what, she has something to offer. Let's give her a chance.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is about you, of course, we've been in advanced acting class. You've done amazing auditions that I've connected with you on and coached, and you coached me in a way, you know. But you're, like I said, a stunning actress because you have so many different levels, and you could take the if somebody throws something out to you, you do it, you go for it, which is wonderful. What would be something that you want to give to the world? I know some of these questions I'm asking to many different people, but these questions just stuck in my mind that can really bring a lot to all of us. What is something?
Kindness.
Kindness.
We all
Why
need it.
kindness in this world?
Yes, it's what we all need.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that if more people were kind, we would roll over the hatred?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Because hatred is just being taught. I think we're all, like with kindness, I think it's something that we need to be taught a lot more.
Yeah.
Like it's just so, like it's just very easy to just like hate. I think like we need to like just bring in more kindness.
Yeah, and you know, I was thinking roll over was not a good way for me to put it. It's like I would love to, you know, like if the kindness of giving a flower to somebody who's in a sort of a negative hatred mode might just change that mode.
And not only that, but also like give kindness to those who are just going through a very rough and vulnerable time as well.
Right. Transformation, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Beside acting and modeling, is there something else that you love and enjoy doing?
I would say like just having a fun time, but like my main goal of fun is just mainly modeling and acting. It's just what brings me joy in the most in my life. Especially with losing dad and all the hard times I've been through. Like just doing modeling and acting, it just makes me feel whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there a place that you would? I went to two questions at once. You ever do that where your mind splits? So it's like a place you'd like to work in, and then what is something? Let's say somebody wants to make. Oh, my brain. Somebody says, "What will make you whole?" What is something that can add a piece to the puzzle to make you whole?
I think just achieving what I want to do with acting and modeling.
Okay.
Like it's just been always been what I'm just like focusing on right now. It's just what I always think of all the time, more than anything.
Right. Okay. And what is one place that you'd like to work in the world? Let's say if you could, like you said, you went to Dubai. Is there another place in the world? Let's say you could go anywhere in the world to work. Where would it be?
That's a good question. I guess maybe I don't know, like there's just many places around the world that I like to go, but it's just hard for me which one to pick.
Right. No, I understand. I mean, I'm hoping to go to Italy this year.
Okay. Italy, that sounds very
good.
good.
She said, okay, I'll go with you.
It's just hard to pick which one, but now that you mention it, I would actually like to see Italy.
I'd like to go to Italy, and I'd like to go to Greece. Those are my two.
Okay, now you just gave me another idea.
How about Thailand?
I think so too.
Okay, well, we're gonna make yeah,
like I've traveled around the world before. Like there's so many places I would like to see.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe Japan.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Hey, so does anybody have a question about modeling? Oh, Michelle, do you have a question to Natalie? Hey, Michelle.
Hi,
Hey,
sorry, I have the phone call on my phone.
that's
So
okay. What question do you have for Natalie?
I don't have questions, but I do have the good comment for her as
Yeah.
well. I love her speaking in speeches, and I want to make new friends because I'm the only one, I'm a shy person here. So I just want to meet with her because she's really good production for her voice and during this program for Performing West. She's doing great
Now, is
presentation.
this this is the first time you've met her?
Yes.
So you got that. It's interesting how we can get the energy, and everybody here today has this positive, I'm throwing in the word love, this positive love energy. And not just that, it's talent. There's talent behind what is spoken. So that's what is so wonderful. And we're so excited to get to work with you too, Michelle.
Well, this is my first time working in Performing West, and I would love Natalie be my friend again if she would be having me. If we could become friends.
Yeah, sure.
I love it. I love it. Well, Michelle, you didn't seem too shy about asking that. So I think you're not as shy as you should.
That's a little bit more, but since I got to see you in online, so I just will be friends a lot since I won't get shy.
I love it. Well, thank you, Michelle. Thank you for your comment. I love it. I love it.
Hey, David,
Oh, yes.
I'd like to say, Natalie, I have a question because I have autism too.
Oh, okay. We'll have one more question, then we'll do that. We'll have that, and Brian will just get you in there.
Um, Natalie, I have autism too, like you. How can you get like active jobs for people like autism?
Well, with me, mainly, like, I do have an agent and a manager, so they're able to help me out. But, like, what I would suggest is maybe, like, look for any auditions out there, especially online, like Actors Access or Casting Networks. I also have that as well. So that's what I would recommend.
I love it. Now, who's your agent and manager?
My agent is Katie McGrath, and my manager is, I cannot pronounce her last name correctly. Her name is El Portach. Her last name is spelled Potruch.
Got it. Got it. Okay. And the good thing too about like Brian, you're with do you have an agent or manager, Brian?
No, I used to, but she moved.
Okay.
She retired.
Well, what's good about Performing Arts Studio West when you are part of Performing Arts Studio West, and I know you're not yet, Brian, but you have a management company behind you who sends you out and gets you out and does it. So that's one good thing about that. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
So Natalie, one more question that I'd love to ask, and I did this actually when we did the live interview with Rosalind Kind. It was the first type of question. Oh, by the way, beside that question, I also got a box of questions I was gonna, ask Mom, what is something about the midlife and later in life reflections and early life. So I might just start looking at these too. Rosalind Kine, I asked this question. If you were going to ask Natalie Oden a question, what would you ask Natalie Oden as an interviewer? So if you were interviewing Natalie Oden, what was one question you would ask her?
What I would
I
ask.
would say,
Oh, wait,
how
wait,
many
wait.
years you mind out?
Oh, that's a good one, Luke. But now you can answer that, but also, what is a question you would like to ask yourself that
Well,
somebody might not know about, Natalie?
That is a good question. Now I'm even questioning what I would ask myself. I guess like I guess if I wanted to, I guess in a way, I guess I would have to ask myself is that what I want to do to challenge myself more when it comes to acting. Like, what is it more that I can take to the next level? What is it I haven't done before, or that I can do?
Okay, what would the answer be?
Well, right now I want to figure that out.
Right.
David, I had a question. I did the hand raising, Travis. It wouldn't let me
Okay.
on.
Travis. Well, this is great. I love how many questions we get. We'll have to get that in for another person. Is that okay, Travis?
Okay, I guess.
Or you're really wanting to? Okay, we'll end it off with Travis, and then we'll go to the next interview. I want to get everybody in, and I see Bahara too, and Tracy. So we're gonna try to get all that for somebody in here. But let's see, Travis. Travis, where are you? God, we can do a whole hour or two on each of you. You know that? Wait, Travis. I can't find you on here, Travis. Oh, there you are. Okay. We'll finish off the interview with Travis asking a question of Natalie.
So if like I want to do modeling, but it's hard to find male, what would your advice be?
I would suggest looking for some online, like maybe like Facebook or any other modeling sites that recommends for male models, because I always see auditions for male models being asked all the time on Facebook. So like that's what I would recommend. Maybe it's just like look for any modeling sites for male that are looking for male actors.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's what I see them for modeling. Like I've always see like any different types of models being asked all the time. Whenever it's male models, plus size models, models with any type of disability. Like it's an open world out there.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
A whole new world. You know, I'm after that question, I've got to add, I know that let's get in one more for you because people are craving. Let's get Bahara Savis. She wants to ask a question as well of you.
My question is, what year you start modeling?
See, I was 17 when I started the favors, so that was like back in 2012. But then I would say 2014 is when I really started.
Oh, very nice.
Amazing.
Well, I love it. And Bahara Savis, when did you start doing? Bahara Savis is a TikTok star. So when did you start doing TikTok?
I was about to ask Natalie, do you have TikTok?
I do, but I'm not like the typical TikToker, probably like you are. I just like post whatever, the same thing I just post on other social media sites, but I do have a TikTok.
You're right, but they do have things for acting or modeling or eating, dancing.
On TikTok. Yeah. So, and she has it. So you guys will both have to tag each other.
Yeah, before it gets banned.
I know, right? I don't have
TikTok. Do you have Instagram?
What was that?
Do you have Instagram?
I do.
That's great.
I love it. Good questions. Thank you. Thank you, Bahara. And Natalie, it's a joy to have you here.
Joy to have you here too. I want to be with you in person again.
Oh, me too. Our annual brunch.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you too.
Okay. This is wow. I feel like I'm on a train and I'm going to the dining car and then I'm going to the movie car and this and that. You know what I mean? I'm just going on a ride here, many different rides in a theme park, and it's the theme park of life and excitement. And today we've got everybody is very exciting who's being interviewed today. But today we have a man as I've said before, I love his last name because it's my last name. And he was a star on a TV show for 5 years, weren't you?
Yep, 5 years.
5 years, and
I
that
thought it'd be 6, but
What?
really it's not.
What do you mean by that?
I thought we'd pick up at 6, but
Yeah.
we stop at 5.
Okay, well, 5's a good thing. That's what you
Yes.
reach 5 now. It's brilliance.
Mm-hmm.
So what was about being on The Secret Life of the American Teenager that?
Oh, I remember what the pilot of that show.
Mhm.
I mean, the very amazing actresses on Duke of Hazzard,
Right.
named Sean Sider, and Molly Winkle from Peter Pink. I'll go on and on, but they're very nice, talented people.
Yeah.
I miss them crazy, but like that.
Yeah, I bet. Now, what is your way of working? How do you, if you were going to give advice to an actor about
Yes.
going out there and getting a role, what is the things that you do to do that?
First of all, it's a good idea, Mr. Zimmerman. You had to go out there, feel your craft like that, your crafting and acting, and find the best agent, best manager to help you what you want to be on, movie, TV, or anything like that. Get your resume and your headshot to them, and you know how good you are. And here's a good important thing to do. You go to audition, you gotta be professional. Don't get your hopes exciting on it. Don't do that stuff. I tell you, don't do that at all. And be more respectful if someone get the part or not. That's all.
Okay, so it's the journey in a way too.
Yes, because we're going to audition. It's like say there were competition. Yeah, so everyone how good we are.
Yeah.
You need this part. That's what I did.
Now, how do you like this last week? You had an audition, and we did a coaching the day before you did the filming. But when you got it, when we did the coaching, you were off book. You memorized.
Yes. Well, I got a script before.
Right.
By the best Kamal Smith ever. She's amazing, saying out to me, and worked so hard with my mom and you, David. You are the greatest. I love you, man.
I love
but
you.
working with you so hard. I hope I get it. If I do, I'll go to Point Oregon and do it itself.
Well, we will see. We will see. There was some good work on that. A lot of good auditions there. Now, why is it so important for you to memorize the script beforehand?
Well, I had to get the script, know what it's really about, the character I'm going for, and with the storyline to it. If you get a script, you have to read it and read it over and over and over and over again. It give you, a headache or migraine. Like that. If you do that, then you're ready for a book. And so everyone on the same road has saw them how good we are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. And that's why if you're listening to Luke, you really hear what he has to say about knowing the character, knowing, and reading it over till you can get a headache. I mean, the way you described it, I'm
it's like doing study there, David. I did the audition of Secret Life. I make my hopes up. I be professional like that and wait outside. But sometimes I hear people say I got it, I get it. You can't do that. You say that, so I might overhear you. They won't cast you or everything. That's not how you act. Be to the audition.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
Well, what seems so good about you is when you do that audition, that's when you get to do your acting, and the thing is, you are so in the moment, because if you did it again, like you usually do, like 3 or 4 takes, or maybe even just 2 takes, but every time you do it, it's different. Right? It seems like you're so in the moment. Why is it important to be in the moment?
Well, you have to be in the moment, because don't worry about that.
It's okay. It was a music
like that.
break.
You have to feel what you're doing on the set. It's like that. You had to work with the cast and know what line say. You had to wait for them, not step on the line.
Right. No, not step on their lines, but connect with them.
Connected. Everybody tell you what to do.
Right. So if you're in the moment, you're connecting with them. If they do something different, you might do something different. Is that true?
Exactly.
Even though the lines stay the same.
Yes.
Right.
It's like I did secretly. I was amazing different people when they are new people. Like from Happy Days game. And said William, from 90210, say Simplicity, going on. But we get those 2 amazing people. Say Simplicity and Anson Williams. They're amazing people. Work with those new people.
Yeah. Well, the work that you do is wonderful, and you're so in the money. And what about, since we talked about American, I mean, you did that 5-year show, but you've done so many other things.
Yeah, because I remember we did a movie, a pilot in Toronto.
Yes.
Love You More. With anyone I know. See me boo. Mark Miller. And of course, my beautiful master, David Zimmerman. And you inspire. We did that in Toronto. Love You More. We did that all together.
Yeah, and that was a great show. If they, in my estimation, if they would have re-edited it and focused all about that, I think that would have gone.
Yeah, but working with amazing actress, I love you more. Bridget Everett.
Bridget Everett.
Great woman to work with. Get her back on me, the best again. You know how she is.
I know, right? I know. So, I know we have people want to ask you a question of somebody who.
Far away. I like all these questions.
Oh, do you? Okay. Do
I
do. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Is that Logan? Are you raising your hand? No. Logan was turning it off. Oh, well, let's see Julian. Julian would like to.
Go ahead, Julian.
Hey, look.
Hey.
So look, when you play in your Netflix, you just go like this to go on character?
On Netflix? And then be on Netflix.
What was it that you were on?
Well, I did
on Amazon, right?
What?
It was on Amazon, right?
Yeah, Amazon. And I got Prime Video.
When you had to did you go like this to be in character?
Yes. Actually, right there, like, hey, Tony, I feel the emotional how they react on camera like this. Happy?
Now, when you do that, that's a good thing to bring out about the emotion, how you do that. Even though you do that, you seem like you're coming from a real place. Is that true?
Yes.
Thank you, Julian, for that question, by the way.
Thanks, Julia.
What do you do? How do you do that? How do you you come from a real place, even though you're like this?
Yeah.
Do you feel it, right?
Well, it started when I wanted to do acting. I would come to LA like that and went to Great Place in Inglewood and find everyone get me out there. And we want to thank people out and for me on to where it's you guys and some places. You guys send me out of every audition I do.
Thank you so much.
And the best agent I care about is Gail. Cause I always contact Gail a lot. She's the one send me out.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know you guys in 25 years. You know that.
I know you've been with Performing Arts Studio West for 25 years.
Yeah, but I really love my family that much. Really, my mom is here. I am 3-time uncle with best niece and nephew, Simone, Carl, and Phoebe. That's them.
Yeah.
But I can't see them in summer, but I will see them in August. Can't wait.
So to round this interview off, well, we have one more question, and then I'll do it for first we're gonna do Bernadette's gonna ask you a question.
Go ahead, Bernadette.
Hi,
I like the
Luca.
name Bernadette. It's cute.
I
like that
your
name
name,
on
Luke.
Big Bang Theory.
What?
It's like that same actress playing that name Bernadette on Big Bang Theory.
I don't know that one.
It's a girl who plays that name, Bernadette.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I didn't have cable when that show was on, so I only saw it a couple
I
of
love that
times.
show a lot. I like the girl who plays Bernadette.
Thank you, Luke.
Go ahead, Bernadette.
I was wondering,
Yeah.
how do you handle it when you're out in public someplace and people that have seen you because you're well known come up and like, is it embarrassing? Is it bothersome? How do you, or is it exciting when somebody comes up and says, "Oh my gosh, it's Luke Zimmerman from," you know?
When I go out in public, I see movies at AMC Theater, at Central CD with my parents, and they say that, "Is that that woman? Is that that woman?" Yeah, you know, I'm not embarrassed. I love that stuff.
Good, good.
And when they say about the show, Secret Life still around, Avon come to me and scream, say, Luke, Luke, I know all my cast members still there.
I know if I ever ran into you in public, Luke, I'd be going, "Luke, Luke," and it wouldn't be just from this class. It's just because like you're really cool.
I always be cool. I mean more popular.
You're
I
a
just
nice
hate it.
person. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with a name like Zimmerman.
Well, how could you go wrong?
Well, you know, we are elated. I hope they will be my grandfather, you know. I don't say it. I don't say it. I
Thank you, Bernadette.
Like grandma?
I love it.
Thanks, Bernadette. Take care. Love you.
So, Luke, what do you want the most at this moment in your life?
My moment is become an actor. I want to get more acting stuff out there, more audition, because I want, working on my singing. I'm good to be a singer. I don't care what everybody said. I want to keep working on singing and comedian.
Well, I tell you, it shows, just like Robert De Niro and
Ben Stiller.
Yeah. They all work. They continue to work on their craft. And you are an actor. I
know, because
but you want to do more.
I watched a movie, someone I know who's in it.
Right.
Got me the focus. I watched it. I thought I know who's in that movie. And then get a DVD. If I get a DVD, I might know who that guy is.
I wonder who.
You, David.
Luke, thank you so much. I love hanging out with you. And
we could have a pizza with you one day.
I'm ready. I need a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza. Okay. Mwah. Say hi to your mama. Send my love.
I will. And your mom too.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Let's see who we have next. I love
Me.
Me?
Me.
Could that be the one and only Megan Clancy? Yay!
Yay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing.
And I love your energy.
Who, me?
Yes. Well, everyone, really, y'all work as a great team.
Well, you are part of this team.
Thank you. I really love our community. I love learning from all the different actors and like Natalie and what she had to add. As she's working on 2 different projects. I didn't realize she was a model and an actor and how skilled she was. And, how she's traveled to different places and all the different people who've been involved. And I remember when you, David, did the commercial.
Oh,
it was so good. You remember you showed me that commercial?
Yes. Well, beside all of us being in it, like for example, the Disability Film Challenge, you don't just do one, you don't do you like do several films every year. How do you do that?
Well, I film on a different day, or one I'll do in the morning and the next one I'll do later in the afternoon, or I don't know, like that. But each project is very short, so it doesn't take an entire day to film or do each one. So we'll get an interpreter, or maybe it'll be a supporting role, or a variety. So this year, I think I was involved with 2.
Yeah.
2 projects. For the first one was called again. So my roommate, Carmate. It was called Carmate. And the other project was with Carl, I believe.
Hanson.
Yes, right. So the principal, Maddens. So those were Principal of Mars. So those were the ones that I did for this year.
That was great. What is your drive? What is your drive to be an actress? What do you want out of it?
John?
It's really funny. I've always loved to play pretend ever since I was a little girl. And I was always the class clown. I enjoyed entertaining people, telling stories. And I was always interested in different people's lives. And, I feel sorry for people or see the challenges that they went through. So just a variety of things as I was growing out. I wrote something for the newspaper before, and it was just showing different experiences, different life experiences. So then playing those different roles I enjoyed. So to be able to express myself and to, of course, show that, people are human. We're all human, whether you're disabled or not, or deaf or blind or whoever you are. So I wanted to see more of our community represented on the screen. For example, I had one professor who was in a wheelchair. And I really loved that, to see a professor being played by a person who's in a wheelchair on the big screen. And then, I worked with children in a clinic a long time ago, and I remember the mother was blind of one of the children. So even though that the person couldn't see, but they could feel, and they can show the emotions, and to see someone blind shown on the screen and to be proud of who they are and to be able to show that to others. And I think that we can show a positive influence to others through acting. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I hope I didn't go off the point.
No, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. What in the way you've talked about acting, what is your process? How do you go to the step-by-step process of getting into a role?
Well, of course, I start by reading the script. And then I try to envision, what is the story? What would that character or role look like? Recently, I auditioned for a role as a teacher. And so I try to imagine, what's a person of authority look like? Because that's different. Because I'm not a teacher, I'm not an authoritative person, but that character had to play a very authoritative person, control the whole room. So each moment have full control. And so I tried to do my best to audition, because, you know, I hate having deadlines, you know, it's due now, whatever. I'm not a deadline. I'm more chill, you know, I do it when I do it and whichever. But this, you know, the mom came in, and so I asked my mom if she was willing to read with me. And of course, she was supportive. And my mom has a very strong Boston accent. So anyway, so she read the lines with me, and she went through it slow and very relaxed. And, you know, then we sent the audition. And sometimes you get in and sometimes you don't. But of course, you hate to hear, you know, not to hear anything, and you just wait, you know, but that's kind of my process, to just keep going. That's my process, step by step, one step at a time. Did I answer your question?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was great and more.
Oh, yeah. Also, I forgot to say, sometimes, you know, I need to add captions because it's maybe different from before, like before COVID. You know, before you would show up in person. And now, you know, somebody might be sick, or it might be just a different situation. So I have the captions, but it's more work for me, you know, to do an audition or to work on things online.
Right. Definitely. Why is it so important to cast somebody in the deaf community versus the non-hearing community in a deaf role? Because the deaf person represents the true community. Of course, deafness is a hidden disability. You can't see that I'm deaf. You wouldn't know I'm deaf. But suppose it's a deaf doctor or a deaf mom or a deaf prisoner, you know, and hearing people wouldn't understand what that is like to walk in those shoes. You know, it's like, you know, taking a white person to play a black person or an Asian person. You know, we have different life experiences. So even if you study a script, it's not equivalent to what our life experiences are. And as a deaf person, I face these challenges every day. I experience living life as a deaf person every day in a restaurant, not understanding my order, or trying to make phone calls and being hung up on constantly, or just all the different experiences, authentic experiences I have. So I think it's important that if the role is calling for a deaf or hard of hearing person, then pick a deaf or hard of hearing person to play that character, because they have that backstory. So the deaf person would understand that history and the experience and the backstory of the deaf character. So some people think like, oh, a person in a wheelchair, you know, makes sense if you have a person in a
wheelchair to pick a person who really uses a wheelchair because they know what it's like to face obstacles, to try to travel on a train or a bus. I can't relate to that. I have not had that experience and those challenges. So they know the story, and it's definitely more authentic to pick somebody who actually lives that life experience, whatever that is. So that comes out better in the story. It tells a better story because then when it's on the live screen, it's their human experience that they've actually had and their history. I remember one movie, it was called Rain on My Head. I watched that movie and it was the first time I saw a speech therapist because you never saw like that experience. And I understood because I went through speech therapy all growing up. So watching somebody experiencing that on a screen, on the big screen, you know, the writer, his name was Chris, they obviously were deaf themselves. So they all obviously had that experience and could relate to that specific experience. And I think that you know, the writers, the directors, you know, it should have deaf people involved in behind and in front of the camera, you know, like WGA and DGA, you know, and so that we should have some more support. And I think, what's their name? Spell it again. Sorry, I'm a bad speller. I think their name is Invincible. They were looking for a disabled character and no, excuse me, a writer, a disabled writer. And so then they had to try to find financing for the film and financing for that. I think it was a Netflix film.
Right.
Invisible.
Okay.
And through the WGA, and then it went out there, and it was really cool because they got, you know, the writer who had a disability, and there's so many disabled people out there that we should have them, you know, in front of and behind the camera, and I want to see that increase those opportunities.
Well, I'm so glad I asked that question. I asked the question, and I was thinking, oh, it's such a question that everybody should know, especially in this industry. And it's breaking through in a lot of ways. I mean, we got the Best Picture a couple of years ago, this, that, and the other. But I'm glad I asked it because your explanation of it, you know, this is where we are right now. And we need to bring all of us into the art and out there so everybody knows that there is a whole world of beautiful humanity. I want to thank you for coming today. And this was great. 15 minutes, again, with you and with everybody here is so difficult because I could, again, do a whole hour. But with you, we're definitely...
all day.
I know, right? We can do it all day. But what the good thing about you is we've talked about this before, and we're going to have you sometime this year, and we're going to schedule a class for sign language. And
yes, definitely.
Yes, and incorporate acting into it and all that. So thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. I really love this and being part of this community. Thank you. And thank you, Hope, for interpreting.
Well, thank you.
I love you guys.
Oh, we love you. We love you. And we'll be right with you. Thank you, Megan. And we will see you soon.
Definitely. Yes.
Well, yes, somebody said something.
It's me.
Who's you?
Michelle Kim.
Oh, Michelle, let me get to you at the end because we have one more interview today. We have been excited to see, and people have even said, can I ask Zach a question? Well, Zach, as we know, is the star of the Peanut Butter Falcon. There he is.
Hey. Hey,
That
hey,
is
how you doing today?
good. How are you, mister?
Oh, great. I just felt great, and I just love, um, I I just love being here and just um, just to talk to people and I hope that I have been doing a very good thing. Oh, and Dave, and for you, but actually I have been thinking like so many times because I have been missed you so much, Dave, because we have been too long from every 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 week we have been through enough because I have been missed you so much dearly bottom my heart and I just miss doing this. Um I would say be to meet the Miz for like a very long time by now. And
I know, and you came in person before the pandemic.
Yes.
Oh, and that what a great visit that was with a few surprises, as we know. Well, how are your folks, your mom's doing?
Oh, actually, Mom, do you like to say hi?
No, that's okay.
Hey, Mom. So where are you now? What area of the world are you?
Actually, I'm home in Florida right now.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, we've got you've got to get back to California so we can all party like it's 1990.
Oh yeah, I feel great. Oh, Dave, and I know about one of those people I would ask a question about whatnot stuff, but actually, guess what? There there is gonna be a very huge thing is happened to me right now. So I'm gonna give you that answer to you right now. Is I am on the Netflix, by the way.
You're on Netflix?
Yes, yes, I am. So that is the biggest news I just want to share with you.
Okay, but you can't tell us any more than that. You're just like you have something coming up on Netflix?
Yeah, actually it is called Night Always Comes.
Night Always Comes. We're hearing it first here, everyone.
Yeah, starting now.
So what can you talk about it at all, or are you not supposed to?
Actually, I can. Yes,
you can. Yes, tell us. Do tell us. What this is fun.
Actually, first, actually, first I did at this meeting, meeting of the, the Zoom first, and but we have been, talk about just to scribe, about one of the characters and and just to eight of those characters are in those movies.
Wow.
So that's what because for me, actually, I am playing the role of the older brother.
Now, have you filmed this yet?
Actually, I just did.
Oh, so it's all filmed. They're in post-production now, and it's coming out soon.
Actually, not yet. But we still don't know when it's gonna happen. But it's gonna be, but E is gonna be very, 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 very soon enough, and then I could tell people
more about
to see the film.
Oh, I love this.
But we still don't know yet about when it's gonna happen. So
Okay.
I just want to give you that news.
Now, I have
Yeah.
I have a question about this and how you get roles and this and that. Do you feel that after you got, because I remember seeing you in that wonderful film where you played the what did you play, the sheriff, or not the sheriff but the bad
No, villain.
no
Actually, it is called the Bulletproof Jackson.
Yes, I remember seeing that. Was the first time I saw you, and then of course I saw you on in Peanut Butter Falcon. Do you feel that the your process of going from like working in those films and then getting to Peanut Butter, after Peanut Butter Falcon, did you feel the doors opened more for you to get roles?
Actually, yes.
Yes.
Actually, it did. It did happen, and now, but this screen, no, but actually, I have been trying to do all of my, I would say, on different, um, 4 of the 3 months, but until then, they really don't care about, I would say, audition at all, none, because they love to see my film of the Peanut Butter Falcon.
Well, that's interesting. So sometimes
that's how they have me for of the night always comes.
So you didn't even really have to audition. They just called you up and said, "Are you available?"
And then I say yes.
I love that, where you don't even have to do that. And it's interesting because I've heard, there are actors who've been around a long time. They still are going on auditions, and I'm sure that once in a while you might do that too. But they call you up and they ask for you.
Oh yeah, that yes.
Yeah, we have an audition today.
Oh, actually, I forgot to tell you that. Actually, I do have another audition right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is
yes, I am doing.
I love it. Keep up the good work. Listen, I want to get a few questions in.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
But no, from some of our people, because I know they wrote in. I know Telly, who hasn't been here in a while, said, "Can I ask a question? Because I love Zach. I love him as an actor." So Telly, Zach,
Hey, Zach.
Telly.
This is so cool.
Hey, Telly.
Nice to meet you. I believe The Peanut Butter Falcon was the last film that I saw in the theater before COVID. I went and saw this film that looked really cool that other people were talking about. I saw it in the theater, and then COVID happened. You're based in Florida right now, and you sort of answered the question I was going to ask, so I'll ask something else. The film that you referenced, I was going to ask you, what are you currently working on? But it looks like the film you just mentioned on Netflix is with Jennifer Jason Leigh, correct?
Yes, I am with her for this filming. Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Hold on. I know it's her, and the second one is Vanessa Kirby.
Okay.
What a great cast.
Yeah. You're getting to work with some big names, and I hope we get to see you mixed in with those names even more so in the future. I felt after the Peanut Butter Falcon and after talking to my friend David about it, I think David was already on it, but I said, you got to get that guy on Meet the Bits. You'd be awesome.
Well, and they're working with a big name, aren't they?
So my question is, I know other people want to ask questions. My question is, what is a current goal of yours? Of course, to do more acting. So if you can, what has been a current goal of yours, or that you still want to accomplish?
I would say about my goal is I would say to find some more roles and this, you know, I would say be keep on keep on trying and for me, but you know, someday I could get some more roles and parts and
Yeah.
including some stuff. It is going to happen to me very I would say very soon enough, and then something. But actually, I just love doing you know the most of my life to be around people and just give all the you know inclusion and plus the opportunity
Yeah.
knock on the door.
I love it.
Well, cool. Thank you so much, Zach. You're awesome. Keep on,
Hey,
buddy.
thanks.
Thank you, Telly. So great to see you.
Thank you, David.
Well, you know, I'm gonna get one more question from the audience. You know, there's so much. I know you know. Do you see people waving here? It's so hard for me to pick because there's so many people who want
I
it.
know, because I'm getting a lot.
You know, you gotta come back.
All the awful stuff.
Well, you know what we'll do one day is maybe we'll have you come on and we'll just have people ask questions. I'll just say, everybody, here's your questions. Questions to Zach GOTTSAGEN. I love it. We'll pick one more, and mostly because you acted with him, and he's been waving his hand. It's Mr. Bill James. Bill James.
Oh yeah, my friend of mine.
Good. I'm doing good, Zach. Hang in there.
Hey, Bill James, what's up?
And you're an amazing
miss you.
actor.
Oh, thank you.
And I loved your Peanut Butter Falcon. That was your best movie.
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
So you guys work together, right?
Yep,
Oh, yes,
did.
we have. Yep.
I played the chicken sheriff.
Bulletproof Jackson. But
Yep, I
actually,
played the chicken sheriff.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
He's the one that playing the sheriff.
He played the sheriff, and you played the bad guy.
Yeah, the villain. Yeah.
He was an awesome bad guy.
Oh my God, this is old home week. I love it. I love it.
And I come back to LA.
Oh yeah. So you know, some point I will come back and if we do have any more movies, you know, available, I'm coming back.
Yep. Come visit Jill. She sure would love to see you.
Oh yeah, and me too. I'll tell her to spread my love to her for me.
I will. Next time I see her, I'll tell her that for you.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
I love it. It truly is family getting together here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, great family. I always love the most.
Oh, so yeah,
actually, Dave, and I know, and I do know about that question about what, I know about the question about you always gonna send to me about what is my moment, and I would say actually I do love sharing all the moments just to be with I would say families and friends, and plus Zeno Mountain Farm always be part of my family to me as well. So that is my biggest moment of all time.
I love it. I love it. Well, you'll come back and visit, yes, on Meet the Biz.
Oh yes. Oh, I always come back, and then I would say that one, and plus, and I'd like to come back to do some more classes with you.
Oh, that would be great. You know, next time you're in town, maybe you'll do an in person.
Oh yeah,
we'll do another.
I love that.
We love it too. We love it too. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much, Zach.
Oh, I love it. And we'll see Zach again, and let me know when you're out here. We'll all do brunch.
All right, cool. And I love the brunch. I would say with all the people there, and actually, just want to give a very good advice for all the people have been saying about their stuff. For me, I'm just gonna say, follow their heart, follow their dreams, and someday they are gonna be the biggest star of all time. The whole world out there for all those people have been saying, and I am totally right behind it. And I would say, behind, and I'm gonna give all of my support for those people. I always give the whole world to have that special talent. They never got.
I love it. I love it. You nailed it there. It's that if you follow your dreams and follow your heart, you will be the big star, and it'll make your life because you're going after what you want.
Yep, and actually I did got it, but I do want it for myself, so I just got it. So I just took it and then just do it and just get it done.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And yes, you are. And we're so excited to see your new movie on Netflix coming up whenever it comes out. Well, you'll let us know.
Don't worry, because my mom will tell you when it is the right time, and then before they do show it in theaters.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, mister. Send hugs to your mamas.
Yeah, I will. That's what, because my mom always give a lot of hugs for you, Dave.
Oh.
You are the best, Dave. I know.
Oh, and hugs to you, mister.
Yeah. I love you, Dave.
I love you. ZACK, GOTTSAGEN.
Thank you, everybody.
Mwah.
And I love all my people.
I love it.
Again, Zach.
I wanna thank everybody today. Tina Green, Connor Long, NILASHA, Travis Shane. We have Natalie Oden, Luke Zimmerman, Megan Clancy,
And
Zach
my friend
GOTTSAGEN.
Michelle Kim, David.
Oh my God! And Hope Simon and Tricia VAZQUEZ. Thank you. And Performing Arts Studio West, John Paces. Thank you for creating this wonderful space called Performing Arts Studio West, and Meet the Biz is part of that.
There you go, son.
I love it.